In today's video, I want to give you several updates on PlayStation 4 Jrpg's Code Vein has gotten a trial that's available to download right now for free. Definitely give that a look. The game is scheduled to be released on September 27th, but I know a lot of you guys aren't completely sold on the game yet, so checking out the trial will give you an idea of what to expect out of the full game. Atelier Ryza has gotten a brand new battle system trailer, so we'll talk all about that. Unfortunately, Arc of Alchemist for PlayStation 4 has been delayed to early 2020 in the West. It has, however, gotten a new trailer, so we'll talk a little bit about that. And Dragon Quest Builders 2 a little while ago got a major free content update. We didn't cover this a while back, so we'll talk that at the end of this video. First up, Code Vein is a game that I am very much looking forward to. Coming directly from Bandai Namco's first-party studios, it looks like a very interesting title, a Souls-like game with a little bit of an anime art style, which is definitely gonna be a little bit more up some people's alley if you like that anime look, and in the case of Code Vein, it seems like they nailed that really well. Gameplay looks fluid, and unfortunately, it was delayed for over a year, just a day and a few days, I believe. It was originally scheduled to release last year on September 24th. Unfortunately, it's been delayed until September 27th, so that always makes me a little bit skeptical. However, hopefully that delay allowed them to polish the game a little bit more. And considering they are offering a free trial, you'd have to think that they're relatively confident in how the game turned out. So what is the free trial going to give you access to? Well, it's going to allow you to experience the early story, explore one of the game's early areas, the ruined city underground, all the way through to the boss. So pretty much just one level, but that should give you an idea of the gameplay and some of the story elements in the game. The trial will also allow you to customize your character, create your very own Revenant using a plethora of customization options, as many as are in the retail version of the game. So you can check out the entire customization suite. It seems like customization options have become a bigger and bigger element of gaming, and considering that Code Vein with the trial edition is going to allow you to take advantage of all of that, that's a pretty nice little inclusion. They could have limited you to some preset characters or whatever the case may be, but they're allowing you to utilize the entire customization option, so that's pretty nice. And they do also note, explore the depths, level up your character, upgrade your weapon, choose your blood code and gifts, and then dive into this highly difficult dungeon. The content of this dungeon differs from the dungeon of the same name in the retail version, so it is going to be a little bit different in that sense. They're just trying to optimize the experience so it's as best as possible. Probably give you the ability to use some cool weapons and use some cool abilities, but while also being an early area, so they're not spoiling stuff as well. The download is only 8.92 gigabytes, so a pretty small download. Obviously, the entire game is probably going to be a little bit bigger, but given that this fall season is packed with a lot of games, to actually hone down what games you want to pick up is a little bit difficult, and a trial edition of any game will definitely make that a little bit easier. Check it out, see if you want to add this to your wishlist to buy on day one, or a game you pick up down the line, maybe a month or two down the line, considering that Black Friday is right around the corner. But generally speaking, Bandai Namco titles do hold up in value, so if you do buy this game for $60, hey, in a couple months it's probably going to be down to at least $40, but I wouldn't expect it any lower than that. That's just my 2 cents, but nonetheless, check out the trial edition right now, available as a free download, and you can see what all the fuss is about with Code Vein. Okay, moving on from that, Atelier Ryza has also gotten a brand new battle system trailer. I want you guys to check this out because Atelier Ryza seems to be moving the series to a different direction in terms of making the game a little bit more enticing to an audience that hasn't played the game in the past. Publisher Tecmo Koei and developer Gus have released a brand new trailer for Atelier Ryza, Ever Darkness and the Secret Hideout, highlighting the battle system. The game actually uses a fast-paced, real-time tactics battle system, and you can respond to action orders and activate party members' attacks, collection action points to unleash skills, deal major damage with special attacks, as well as adjust the difficulty level, so you can cater the experience exactly the way you want it. This game is actually due out later this year, and there isn't a lot of attention surrounding it right now. Atelier Ryza, Ever Darkness and the Secret Hideout is due out for PlayStation 4 and Nintendo Switch on September 26th in Japan, and for PlayStation 4, Switch, and PC via Steam on October 29th in North America, and then the European release will drop on November 1st. Again, if you haven't been an Atelier fan for a long time, and this series has been around for quite a while, definitely more of the anime look that is going to turn off some people. But nonetheless, for JRPG fans, it is a game to have on your radar, and I do think it's going to end up surprising a lot of people. We'll see how it turns out again when it's due out October 29th in North America. Alright, moving on from that, Arc of Alchemist is a brand new game coming from Idea Factory. Unfortunately, it was scheduled for a release in 2019. However, it has been delayed until 2020 in North America and Europe. It'll be available for PlayStation 4 as a digital-only title in North America, and for those of you over in Europe, it will be available both physically and digitally. This is a game that looks like a pretty pretty charming JRPG. It has you enter the desert in search of the key to save humanity, the great power. Quinn braves for it for the sake of her kingdom, leads her soldiers into battle against a swath of enemy nations. One year, the king declared that he would send a large-scale investigation team to the Desert of Beginnings, and so Quinn was selected to captain this mission. Quinn gazes at the ancient alchemic device, the Lunagear, with her hand. According to the legends of yore, once the Lunagear is equipped with the 4 orbs, it'll unlock the great power that will save humanity. Only 1 orb resides in Quinn's Lunagear from the get-go. Collecting the 4 orbs for the Lunagear, however, is a mere legend. With a threat of dangerous creatures and machine dolls wandering the desert, one of the enemy nations, the Principality of New Haven, has dispatched their military in search of the great power. Now Quinn and her band of allies must fight against the Principality in hopes to find the great power and save humanity. Quinn steals herself, but even so, she can't help but doubt the existence of the great power. The game notes 4 orbs to rule them all, unleash the power of the Lunagear, and control the orb elements: fire, water, wind, and earth. So there is a nuance attached to the orbs. Take advantage of your enemy's elemental weaknesses and even combine any of the 4 elements for stronger attacks. Hack and slasher with a myriad of weapons, actions, skills. Fight alongside Quinn and your 2 party members as they explore the endless desert filled with ancient robotic foes. Each character has specific roles, and arranging your formation is key. Ace of bases, build your base and choose facilities to upgrade your party's needs. Equip your allies with a flurry of weapons and input their action commands to your strategic liking. So again, that's a JRPG that's going really under the radar. Atelier Ryza is right around the corner, and I do imagine that anticipation is going to build for that game. In the case of Arc of Alchemist, I don't really know if this is a game that people are really going to pay attention to, especially considering it is a digital-only release. But come early 2020, this is a game I want JRPG fans to at least know about, maybe not pick up right away, but at the very least, see how it turns out and go from there. Lastly, I do want to note that Dragon Quest Builders a few weeks ago, just about 2 weeks ago, got a major free content update. It was noted on the Dragon Quest Twitter account. Heads up builders, today we're rolling out a free content update to Dragon Quest Builders 2. Download the latest patch to get new story epilogues, additional save slots, hairstyles, items, weather manipulation, and more. To go through all of the content that's going through this update, new Where Are They Now story content has been added for certain characters who appeared in the main scenario, so that's going to give some additional story lore. The number of Buildertopedia islands that can be stored at one time has been increased to 3. The number of save slots has been increased to 3. New hairstyles have been added to the dressing table. A new plant growth option has been added to the settings menu. The cursor speed for the binoculars can now be adjusted from the settings menu. 5 new items have been added that can change the weather on certain islands. The number of rooms that exist on an island will now display when the game is paused. The speed of the animation when learning a recipe using gratitude points has been adjusted. The action of waving the war banner after the game has been completed has been adjusted. An arrow indicating the direction that certain objects will face now displays before they are put down, and other miscellaneous fixes. I always thought that Dragon Quest Builders was a quirky little title. I know that for some of you guys, seeing Dragon Quest go so off the wall a little bit comparatively speaking to the traditional DQ experiences, that might be a little bit off-putting, but if you're a fan of creation games, a lot of customizability in this title as well, and a game with a lot of longevity. You can spend a ton of hours in Dragon Quest Builders. The first game was great, and the second game is so much better than the first game, it's not even funny. So if you enjoyed the first game, yes, DQ Builders 2 is still going for a hefty price, and if you don't want to spend whatever it may be at this point, $40 or $50, at the very least, do keep an eye on it. I imagine it'll go on sale during this holiday period. If it's down to, like, say, $25 to $30, it is definitely well worth it. And honesty, even if you're paying $40 or $50, it is a really good buy given the amount of content and the longevity that can be had with playing a game like this. So do give it a look, especially if you did enjoy the first title. And that's going to conclude this video, the JRPG update today. Code Vein Trial Edition is available to download for free right now. Check out an early portion of the game and see what all the fuss is about Code Vein ahead of its September 27th release on PlayStation 4. Atelier Ryza has gotten a brand new battle system trailer, 2 minutes of new footage highlighting the battle system. It looks to be a little bit more higher end than other Atelier titles, so I do want you guys to give that a look. Arc of Alchemist is coming to the PlayStation 4, but it has been delayed until early 2020, and DQ Builders 2 has gotten a sizable update. So do check that out if you were absent from the game for a little bit, and if you never even picked up the game, just know a lot of content being rolled out, and the game has a lot of content from the beginning, so an experience with a lot of investment attached. That's going to conclude this video. Sound off with all of your thoughts in the comment section down below. Thank you for watching, and goodbye. Hey guys, we hope you enjoyed the video, and if you did, make sure to hit the subscribe button, and if you're already subscribed, do us a favor and hit the bell icon. This way you'll be notified whenever we post a new video. That's the best way to keep up with all of our uploads, and we usually try to upload 2 videos a day. And with the bell icon hit, you'll be notified whenever we do upload a video. As always, thanks for watching.